One he calls it a throw drop, and one called a drop throw, like similar to what we do, where he let it drop through 3 inches from the head, and then came the throw, and then the other was throw drop, and he did it that way. And I guess Buster had different exercises. If a student had a problem playing a passage, and of course he was an orchestral drummer, he would figure out exercises to help his students overcome those things. And so he would get them to do that situation. And it made sense to me, because you should get, I believe you should, with less effort, get more, whatever. Is that the right way to say it?
Well, so that's what Buddy is saying in that article.
Yeah. So, and I like, if you talk about the guy's traditional grip, I like all those guys. I think I also liked, probably, of course, Buddy, what are you going to say? But Vinny Cayuta, I really liked the way he plays. Now, I don't know, he might use things like finger control and so forth on his. I don't really know too much about him.
He might use what?
He may use finger control with his stuff. Vinny.
Well, I apologize. There was a well-known drummer, I don't want to name names, but very well-known drummer who was an amazing drummer, who thought that Vinny's approach was eclectic in nature. So I called him. This is like, I got to get it.
Okay.
Vinny said, no, I'm doing exactly what Dick Wilson taught me.
Oh, okay. All right.
It was unequivocal. That was it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then there's a young kid named Jason DeCruitman. I don't know if you've seen him, from New York.
Yeah.
You might look him up. And he was just going crazy with, he'd do a traditional grip, and he was taking old videos of big bands, and he's playing with them and showing him playing with them, and he was all over the place. He was just incredible. Look him up if you have a chance.
Yeah.
Let's see. So I was trying to think of that. Yeah, he was one.
I can tell you what Vinny mentioned to me in that phone call. He made it very simple. I'm not sure it really helped at the time, but I never forgot it, and it might help. But he would say, yeah, if I squeeze the stick too tight with my Vinny, I think I'm getting this right. Pretty sure I remember.
Okay.
I hope. If I squeeze the stick too tight, it constipates my back fingers. I get rigor mortis, he may have used in my back fingers. And if I let go too much in the first finger and thumb, the stick gets too head heavy.
Right.
That was it.
Yeah.
But some people are just, so natural.
Yeah. I mean, it does frustrate me that I can't play with match grip right now, but because. And I think somebody put a bug in my head, which I shouldn't have listened to. I don't remember who it was. Maybe it was a video I saw. Yeah, you can do the same things with traditional grip, but you probably won't be as fast as somebody who did it with a match grip.
All right.
I thought,
Okay. So spend a minute. I think enough said, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Yeah. So be on a regular pad now, because so I think that's your non-bounce. So remove that non-bounce. Let's just go to your regular pad. You might need to raise the pad a little.
Okay.
Get it to the right height.
And my question too, to ask you real quick, is there the technique we're learning with what we're doing doesn't necessarily have to depend on the bounce always, right? So like for instance, you have a tom-tom that's the heads are looser. Are you able still to play what you would play?
See, that's a very good question. Excellent question. And we're talking about Buddy Rich today.
Yeah.
And I think he wrote a book or an article in conjunction with Henry Adler, I think it's Henry. And the recommendation is practice on a pillow. For that very reason. So the guys that depend on that free stroke or the free bounce or whatever they call it,
Right.
I'm not saying it's wrong, it's just different, and it's not this. And I wonder how, and I've had to go through that. How do you accomplish rebounding in a sense where you're not turning your wrist and you're using the free stroke if you have a surface that's too soggy? What are you going to do?
Right.
So precisely, this technique answers that question. But it is also true, beautiful man, it is also true that there are limitations, so that if a floor tom is, an 18-inch floor tom is so tuned down, you can't bounce. A non-bounce pad will only give you so much rebound, not very much. And so you become aware of how the system works, so that if it's not going to bounce, you're going to have to turn your wrist for it. Right?
Right.
So we're not always relying on rebound. Okay. So can you move? I finally got you. You're in a good position, but that camera. Yeah, I just want to be able to see your left hand and arm.
Okay.
Just move to your right a tiny bit more, please. So these two grips are very, very different, and yet there are many similarities.
Okay.
And it's what Murray would say and what Dick Wilson would say. Freddie Gruber would say it. Richard Martinez is aware of it. And that is that the left hand is the right traditional grip, is the right hand on the side. Now, what does that mean? Because that, oh yeah, sure, well, of course. I didn't really understand I didn't really get that. I thought that it had a lot to do with how the hand would close, and maybe it does, and maybe it doesn't. But one of the, and that's Freddie Gruber. He's over at my house. Everyone's standing around, and he goes, "See, the left hand is it is the right hand on the side," and he goes, and he falls over to show you that it's the same. Right. So there are aspects that are the same, and there are aspects that are different. Richard Wilson calls this a turn. Richard Martinez might call it a rotation. Okay. Dick Wilson would say that you have to rotate. He just called it a turn. So already there's confusion. Great, right? But enjoy the confusion.
Right.
And well, we're hanging out. So back in the day, as a 13-year-old guy studying in Toronto, one of my teachers showed me the old classic Ludwig book, a periodical, something that came out biannually, and it talked about how, because that was when the craze came in, everyone was going to match grip, right?
Right.
And it said, you use more muscles playing matched than you do in traditional. It's a stronger grip. Well, that stuck. Years later, when I started studying with Dick Wilson, I asked him that. He says, no, it's the opposite. You use more muscles in traditional, because the radius has to turn over the ulna, not so on the right. Using more muscles. So right away, Dick was the renegade, was looking at things in a totally different way, because if we're not using fingers, I guess maybe there's more opportunity to use more muscles because you're using your fingers than over here. I don't know. But with this technique, we just hold the stick, we form a grip, and over here, radius has to cross over the ulna, right? And over here, we turn our wrist thusly. So they're different, and and the stick is running through the hand differently. They're different grips. But what is similar is that both grips have a fulcrum. In MASH, the fulcrum would be considered the middle finger, the first knuckle of the middle finger, which you've experienced, right? Just rests in there. And in the left, the fulcrum is the crotch of the thumb. Okay, right? It just rests there. And one of the reasons that the left is so, first of all, Dick would say, if I was going to start to drum again, I'd probably play traditional. He goes, it's because you can never quite get them to sound exactly the same, right? So there's this kind of magic that happens in they're different. You're always trying to tune one to the other. But the fact that both grips have a fulcrum, both grips have a guide, right? Now you know where the guide is in the right hand. Today's mostly going to be theory, but we'll do some playing. But where is the guide? No, I can't get you to stop, Matt. You fit it, but over in the right hand now. We're going to make a comparison. Where's the fulcrum in the right? Show me the fulcrum. Yeah, well, it's here, right? Middle finger. Just let it rest in the. It's there, right? And the guide is the first finger and thumb. Right. They come in from the side. They don't hold the stick up, Dick would say. They come in from the side and guide. Okay. Now in the left, fulcrum is, as I mentioned, the crotch of the thumb. Right? It's so obvious. See, this is what makes the left so pleasant, as well as the fact that it's kind of has its own idiosyncrasies in terms of the sound relative to the sound in the right. This fulcrum is so obvious, unbelievable. It's just like so easy, right? Over here, we have this fulcrum that is a little bit more mysterious. It's a little more mysterious. And notice, I'm just keeping my other fingers off the stick right now. I just lift it up and let it fall. And I don't lift it up so fast that it's going to go flying around. I just crank it up and let it fall. Don't put your first finger and thumb on. Keep them off. Feel the middle finger lift the stick. And it's also on the palm, isn't it? So now we feel the fulcrum potential here. Okay? We're trying to get these fulcrums to happen. Now here is another huge aspect that, well, okay, I'll keep going. Well, that makes the technique simple, that makes the right similar to the left, or the left hand is like the right on the side. And that is our position. It's a really, really, really big deal. Our position. Okay, now, without changing anything here, show me the position in your right. What does it look like? Hold it up. Show me. Go on the side. I want to see the side. Okay. Yeah, go the other way. You have enough room to... A little more. Go around like me on the side. Yeah. Well, see, you've turned your wrist. I want you to... Let's start again. Your grip is fine. Everything is fine. It's just I have to instruct you a little more carefully. So you're down here, right?
All right.
Okay. So just turn to the side and don't lift your arm up. You're a little out of frame. But I can see it's, yeah, there you go. Now, you'll notice there's a shape here, isn't there?
Yeah.
It doesn't look like a Volkswagen Bug. It doesn't look like a Volkswagen. Dick Wilson was a car guy. Actually owned a Carmen Ghia for a while. So it's an appropriate. The Carmen Ghia, it's a beautiful car, was not so rounded and bug-like, right? It looked a little more like this. This is what it looks like. Now, come back around. In your traditional. Here, you might have to hold it up. Just keep this position and show me what it looks like. Turn a little more so I can see you, but it looks cool. See the shape? Looks like a Carmen Gia.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like this. It doesn't look like this. It looks like the right. It's the right hand on the side. See? It's the right hand on the side. That's a really big deal. That sets our positioning. You see how the left can teach the right?
Right.
Right? Because suddenly now you have a kind of litmus test for the right, or vice versa. Okay, so we have this positioning that we want to maintain. Now here's the other thing that is similar, because if we're just playing notes, right? Just playing notes. Always coming back to this position here. Always this position. But here's what else is similar, and that is, watch what the right does when it goes to make a throw. It goes up, right? And down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Look what the left does. It bends too. It bends like the right. And then it comes back. You see? So there is a similarity to the fact that they both have to go from, looks really good, man. Look at you. Yeah, I know. They both have to go from this Carmen Gia, this position that is the same in both hands, even though one is on the side, it's the same. And so what happens is we change that shape. To make a throw, we lose this shape and it rounds out. And then guess what? It comes back to that shape. Now on the left, we lose this shape and it goes thusly. Now it's rounded out, and guess where it comes back to? Back to its original shape. So we start by getting the shape, which we come back to, and both hands will have this feeling, this kind of foundational feeling that you know that this is the feeling that you want when you're here, waiting to play. It's the feeling that you'll have if you're turning in the right, you'll always come back to this shape, and in the left, you're rotating and always coming back to this shape. Except when you go to make an upstroke or an up motion, then the shape changes and then it goes back to the shape. That's the big deal. So let's just take a look at, we can call this a rotation in the left, or we can call it a turn. Words are interesting, you know. Buster doesn't call it an accent, he calls it a down drop, a down
throw, drop.
Down through, okay. Cool. As long as you define your terms so everyone knows what you're talking about. Right now, we're just staying at the floor with this shape, and we're just gonna turn. And we stop down. See, you could do that on a soggy tom-tom, couldn't you? Yeah, you could. So there's that general thing. Now, if you watch the Dick Wilson, there's 2 videos where he's all over me with regards to the left. You don't want it too sloshy. You're just holding the stick. We'll get into more of that, but you're fine right now, you see. The less said, the better if it's unneeded. Okay. So just do that with me. Now rotate up enough so I know that you're really feeling this rotation, the ulna crossing over the radius, crossing over the ulna. And but you're always going to stop down. Now what we don't want to do, not bad. What we don't want to do is use our arm, Buddy talked about that in the article I read. He said, why would I lift up my arm? It's too much weight lifted. It's too much work lifting up the weight at the wrist using the whole arm. I won't do it, he said. Why would I do that? My wrists are flexible. So this wrist has to be flexible in a certain way. It has to come up to here. It rotates up. At a certain point, if you're going to turn high enough, the arm will follow. We're not talking about that. Really simple right now. This basic rotation, right? It can turn up to there. Feels a little stressful, and then it just plops down. You see it not using your arm. It's just wrist. And then when it comes down, it just stops. You always stop down. There. It's beautiful. You feel it. You feel it you feel the thumb.
Yeah.
The metacarpal bones. Thank you, Richard. You see? You're holding it here. You could even do it like this, just to really get the idea of what rotation is. Just do this. Just beep. Nope. Take all your fingers off. Straighten them out. That's right. And then it just turns, doesn't it? Look, see? See how it just turned? Yeah, it's a little out of control for me. So put your fingers back on. Right? So it feels like it's not flying all over the place. I have Murray on tape talking about that, how he developed, because he had a teacher tell him something different, and he came back to that teacher and suggested this, and the teacher said, "Well, if it works for you, go ahead." So this was the impression of what was the most natural and the most efficient. It's okay. So we just have this turn, and every time I come back, I feel this shape. If I feel that shape, I know I can go up. Okay? Without this shape, if you're already bent forward, you can't go up. You're already bent. You need to have this shape so you can break the wrist. Maybe you could say that. That always confused me. But you see, the shape has changed, and now the shape has come back, and it's no big deal. When the shape changes and you go up, I feel my hand relax a little bit, open a little, go on up. I'll just hold with your thumb and go up. Yeah, you see how the first finger, and then it'll come back as your shape regains its original position, like that. Okay, same thing happens in the right. Now in the right, we're gonna change the shape, right? And come back to where we started. So we get that, and then when I go up, I can feel a little relaxation in the hand. Not a big deal, like in the left. Everything relaxes, and then comes. I'm looking at it backwards, and then comes back. See, with no stick, it might just do this. Plunk, and it comes back. Open. Murray, so you're loose going up and you're tight coming down. Okay, so we were working on the Spivack upstroke downstroke exercise, right?
Right.
Which is, now we're going to get intellectual and put this into practicum, which is, and we were working on it left, but matched, which is a left, terrible shape. I just busted myself. So yeah, whatever. No, no, hold on. You have this, and we're going up, right? So we have a downstroke, tap, tap, downstroke, tap, up, tap, downstroke, tap, up, tap, downstroke, tap, up, tap, downstroke, tap, up, tap, want to get that happening.
Yeah. So,
So down,
down, tap,
up, up, up. Make a little note. It's making a note going up.
Okay.
Let it tap as you go.
down, tap, tap,
Nope, and the other note has to tap. Then you're ready to start again. Down.
so,
Down.
down,
Nope, no, down is a throw. Down. Good. You're nice. Tap, up. Make a note. Up, tap, tap.
tap,
Start again. Down,
down,
tap, up, tap. Down, tap, up, tap. Down, tap, up, tap. Down.
oh, good. So, down, tap, 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 down, tap, 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 down, tap.
Ta-da! Look at you. Oh, speed that up a little. Down, up, tight, loose, tight, loose. Subtle though. You feel the hand relaxing as you go up. It's a little relaxing. Go faster.
Yeah.
Right. Just keep the rate low. Just keep the rate low. Don't start using your arm. Buddy would bust you. Come on, it's a little turn. Look at that. Look at that. And you sound real musical too. Yeah, it has a musical quality. Okay, so you're up to like 92. Okay, now let's turn it around. Let's look at it from the right's perspective, because you know, you got brother and sister, or brother and brother, or whatever it is, and the two have to learn to get along. Okay, so we want to spend equal time. We want to be a good parent and spend equal time with the kids. So now what we're doing is we're going up, right, in the right.
Right.
Just with that nice 3-finger grip.
Right.
We're just thinking about that 3-finger grip. And we're going up. Right? And then we make it down. Tap, up, tap. Down, tap, up. You got to think about the original Carmen Gia position. Up, tap. Down, tap, 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 up, tap.
Yeah.
Don't go too fast. Let's just take a look at it. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You gotta put the other tap in. Down, tap, up. That's your up. Down, down. Turn. Little rope. No, don't come up in your right, left. This is a little turn. It's just this. It's just this. It's not an up. It's not an up. It's either this, an up, or a throw. 3 things. It's just this.
So
no, it's just show me a little turn in your left. You did it before. No, no, no. See, these are words like that. That's a little rotation. We'll call it a rotation or a turn. Down, rotation, up, in the right. Go up and make a tap. Go on up. Up, there it is. Tap, down. Rotation. Don't go up. Up. No, that doesn't go up at all now. All it's doing is this twice.
So down, tap, I'm sorry. Down, tap, down, tap, tap, down, tap, down,
See? Just tap. Don't go doing moving in your left. Just keep tapping. Be cognizant of your left. That's all it does. This goes turn, 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 or rotation. That's it. That's all it does. The right's going up and down. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Tight, loose, tight, loose, tight, loose, tight, loose, down, down, up, down. Like sounds like music. Da, 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 da. A little faster. Go on. Just keep rotating in the left. A little faster. Just stay nice and loose. Remember, buddy doesn't like to lift his arm up too much. You're just going to make a little motion. Yeah, come on, a little faster. Come on, a little faster. You can do it. Come on. Oh my God. I created a monster. faster. You're like at 10. You're at like 108. Okay. Yeah. You see? It's a reincarnation of Buddy Rich. Okay, you got it. See how beautiful it is? Beautiful. Now we're going to do the one more. Now we're going to go back and forth. Murray's Genius, page 7 of the Spivack library. Yep, we're on the upstroke and downstroke page. Now we're going to play the 6/8. Do you see that? Do you have it out in front of you? You should be looking at it.
Here.
It's good for your mind, for your musicality, you know?
Got it.
Okay. So now what it is it's our starting position. Gotta start here. Gotta start in the position. Arms relaxed. Okay. Now we have a downstroke, an upstroke, a downstroke, an upstroke, and a turn. Downstroke, upstroke, turn. Downstroke, upstroke, rotation. Downstroke, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, now you're showing off. I'll do it slowly. That's good. I know you're going to get this. I get it.
I'm sorry.
Okay, you're playing something cool. You got to give me the down and the right, too. No. I want you to slow it down. I can see bells going off right now. What you want to get is, do it slowly. Because the first, that's just a rotation in the left. The first one is just a little rotation. Now you make an up. Rotation, now an up in the left. You got to make them distinct so I really know you know them. Up. Up. And watch. And really know these motions. As we go along, they'll become part of you. So you need all three of them. You need, there's our position. We need the down, right? Down, and a turn, and an up. Down, a little turn or rotate. Then it goes up, and I really go up. I want to know that you can feel the difference between a little turn and an up. A little turn, and then an up. A little turn, and then an up. A little turn, and then an up. You see? Then it goes up. Turn, up. Turn, up. There, you got it. Show what would that look like in the right. Turn, up. Turn, up. Put them together. No, that's cool. Now you're creating new exercises. Great exercise. We'll get to that. Play what's written right now. It's combining the two. Up. We're talking about the left. Little no, you got to give me the rotation first. Go slow. No, then it goes up. Rotation, left. Rotation, now go up. No, you didn't give me the up. Rotation, up. Yeah, that's it, but stay low. Buddy Rich will freak out on you. Too much weight to move around. Then it goes up.
So,
rotation, now up. You got to give me the up. Up. Rotation, up. Rotation, up. Rotation, up. Rotation, up. Up. Rotation, up. There it is. Rotation, up. Right goes up. Left goes up. Right goes up. Left goes up. Right goes up. Faster. Yeah. Come on. Left goes up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 down. Go on, just keep going. Just think about the downs. It all work out. Down, 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 down. Speed it up. Down, 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 down. A little faster. Come on, faster. Okay. All right. Beautiful. Brilliant. I'm a genius.
You are, no.
Thank you. But you had to play your part. It takes two to tango.
Yeah.
Very cool. I'm turning off the camera.